Your mind is a brilliant storyteller, a master of revision. It can edit memories, soften sharp edges, and even forget entire chapters of your life in an effort to protect you. But your body does not know how to lie. It is the most honest historian you will ever know. It is an archive of every moment, every joy, every fear, and every wound. It keeps a perfect, cellular record of your life, not in words, but in sensation, in tension, in posture, in the very rhythm of your breath. This is the profound truth at the heart of the phrase, the body keeps the score. We often treat our trauma, our anxiety, our deepest wounds as purely psychological events, things to be processed with thought and language alone. We try to talk our way out of pain, to analyze our way to healing, but we are left frustrated, feeling at war with our own physical selves. We have chronic pain that doctors can't explain, fatigue that sleep can't fix, anxiety that logic can't soothe. And we think my body is betraying me. But what if it's not a betrayal? What if it's a communication? What if your body is speaking a language your mind has forgotten, telling the story of what happened to you in the only way it knows how? When you experience something overwhelming, a threat so great that you cannot fight it or flee from it, a tremendous amount of energy is mobilized in your nervous system. It's pure survival energy. Adrenaline and cortisol flood your system. Your muscles clench, your heart races. Think of a zebra in the wild, escaping a lion. If it escapes, its first act is to shake, to tremble, to release that massive surge of survival energy from its body, completing the cycle. But we humans, with our complex brains and social rules, often don't. We freeze, we hold our breath, we suppress the response. And that energy, that raw, uncompleted survival response, gets trapped. It doesn't just vanish. It becomes stored in your tissues, your muscles, your organs, your nervous system. Your body is still waiting for the fight that never happened, still bracing for the impact that has long passed. And it will keep telling that story through physical symptoms until it is finally heard. Let's listen together. Let's explore 8 ways your body might be holding on to your trauma. Not as a list of medical diagnoses, but as sacred verses in the story of your survival. The first way is through chronic muscle tension and armoring. That constant tightness in your shoulders that feels like you're carrying a physical weight. The clenched jaw you wake up with in the morning. The tightness in your hips, your neck, your lower back. This is not just stress. This is your body's armor. These are the muscles that instinctively tensed up to protect you from a perceived threat. And they never got the signal that it was safe to let go. Your body is still physically bracing for an impact, preparing for a fight, or shrinking to make itself a smaller target. This muscular armor was a brilliant, necessary defense at one time. But now, it restricts your breath, limits your movement, and keeps your nervous system in a constant, low-grade state of alarm. The second is unexplained chronic pain. This can be migraines, fibromyalgia, nerve pain, back pain that has no clear physical cause. You may have been to countless doctors, had every scan and been told there's nothing wrong with you. This can be incredibly invalidating. The truth is, the pain is real. It is not in your head, it is in your nervous system. A traumatized nervous system is a hypersensitive nervous system. It's like a fire alarm with the sensitivity turned all the way up. It can interpret normal sensations as dangerous, sending real pain signals throughout your body. This pain is a physical memory. It is the echo of an old wound, the body's way of continually screaming, something is wrong. I am not safe. The third way is through your digestive system. Our gut is often called our second brain, for a reason. It is intricately lined with neurons and is in constant communication with our mind. When your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight, it makes a logical survival decision. It diverts all energy away from non-essential, its processes like digestion, and toward the muscles needed for escape. In a state of chronic trauma, your digestive system is in a state of constant siege. This can manifest as irritable bowel syndrome, cramps, acid reflux, food sensitivities, and a host of other issues. Your gut is reacting to a threat that your conscious mind may not even be aware of. The fourth is a profound and unshakable fatigue. It's a weariness that feels bone deep, a heaviness that makes simple tasks feel monumental. You can sleep for 10 hours and wake up feeling just as drained, This is not laziness. This is often the sign of a nervous system stuck in the freeze response. When fighting or fleeing are not options, the oldest part of our nervous system takes over and puts us into a state of shutdown. It is a state of energy conservation, a physiological playing dead. Your metabolism slows, you feel heavy, disconnected, and deeply tired. Your body has made the calculation that the threat is too large, and the safest strategy is to conserve all possible energy and become invisible. This profound fatigue is the physical weight of that stored, unresolved survival energy. The fifth way trauma is stored is in your breath. Your breath is the bridge between your conscious mind and your autonomic nervous system. When you were scared or overwhelmed, you likely held your breath. It's an instinctive way to try and numb feeling, to brace for impact. Over time, this can become a chronic, unconscious pattern of shallow, restricted breathing. You may sigh a lot, or feel like you can never get a full, deep breath. This pattern keeps you stuck in a cycle of anxiety, starves your body of oxygen, and sends a constant signal to your brain that you are in danger, preventing your nervous system from ever settling into a state of calm and safety. Your breath is telling the story of the feelings you've been holding down. The sixth is a dysregulated immune system. Living in a chronic state of stress and hypervigilance means your body is constantly flooded with the stress hormone cortisol. In the short term, cortisol is helpful, but over long periods, it can wreak havoc on your immune system. This can go one of two ways. It can suppress your immune system, making you more susceptible to frequent colds and infections. Or it can confuse your immune system, leading it to become overactive and attack your own body. This is believed to be a contributing factor in many autoimmune disorders. It's a body unable to fight the external threat from the past. Tragically turns its defensive mechanisms inward, attacking itself. The seventh way is through sensory hypersensitivity. You might be extremely jumpy, startled by loud noises that others don't seem to notice. You might be highly sensitive to bright lights, strong smells, or the texture of certain fabrics. This is the sign of a hyper-aroused nervous system. Your senses, the portals through which you experience the world, are on high alert, scanning for danger. They have been trained by your past experiences to interpret intense, sudden, or unfamiliar sensory input as a potential threat. It's not a personal failing. It is the imprint of a world that once proved itself to be unsafe. And finally, the eighth way is a pervasive sense of disconnection from your body or dissociation. You might feel numb, like you're living in a fog. You might feel like you're watching your life from outside of yourself, an observer rather than a participant. You might have difficulty feeling physical sensations, both good and bad. This is the mind's ultimate defense mechanism. When the sensations in the body become too painful or overwhelming to bear, the mind checks out. It leaves the body to find safety. This was a necessary survival strategy, but it leaves you feeling fragmented, ungrounded, and like a stranger in your own skin. If you recognize your body in these stories, the first step is to offer it a deep and profound apology. An apology for judging it, for being frustrated with it, for calling it broken. Your body has not been your enemy. It has been your most loyal protector, your historian, your truth teller. It has been holding the memories so that your mind could survive. Healing from this is not about forcing the body to be quiet. It is about learning to listen to its language. It is a journey that happens through the body. It's about creating safety, not with your thoughts, but with your sensations. It's the gentle practice of deep, slow breathing, signaling to your nervous system, perhaps for the first time in years, that you are safe to relax. It's gentle movement, like stretching or yoga, that helps to release the armor in your muscles. It's grounding. The simple act of feeling your feet on the earth, reminding your body that you are here in the present and you are safe. This is the slow, sacred work of befriending your own body again, of moving from a state of war to a state of dialogue. Your symptoms are not your pathology. They are your story, and by learning to listen to them with compassion, you can finally help your body understand that the war is over. You can guide it out of the past and into the safety of the present. You can, at last, let it know that it is finally safe to come home. If this resonated, take a moment, place a hand on your heart, take one deep breath, and just listen. Your body has been waiting to speak with you for a very long time. If you feel comfortable, share a thought or a feeling in the comments, And if you'd like to continue this journey of reconnection, please subscribe. Be gentle with the beautiful, wise, and resilient body that has carried you through it all.